Hey, Jimmy, you remember that time like we went out for a couple of beers? Yeah. Remember that time like there was a fucking instantaneous gangbang and it just erupted out of nowhere? Yeah, you do, don't you? What did you do? Oh, you fucking dirty dirt! I just masturbated in the corner. You. Oh man. Oh, it wasn't as bad though as next week, was it? There was twice as many people there. Oh, I just thought we were going for a couple of beers, but suddenly there was dicks and shit everywhere, man. Shit. Just opened the bitch. Alright, there we go, man. Finally, man. You know, like, you never change your fucking setting, but for some reason, the PC just decides, like, fuck it, man, I'm going to do my own thing today, so we're on. Anyway, over months and months and months, you know, occasionally I... because I'm always on YouTube. YouTube is my TV, basically, so you get recommended shit all the time. So I see all this red pill shit, the Manosphere, all that bollocks, alpha males. But normally I just ignore it, you know, like I just stick to gaming videos, animals, movie reviews. You know, I just stick to my niche. But occasionally, because I have an addictive personality, I just can't help it. It's just who I'm. It's the same reason why I've never gambled to this day. I cannot walk into a casino because I know if I walk into a casino, I will be leaving with one less kidney. It's just the way it is. But you know, over the last couple of like last week or so, you know, it just took over, man. You know, like you watch one video and then you watch a second video, and this is about male-female relationships, and then you click the YouTube homepage and just blam, you know, it's all there. It's just they flood your ass with like everything. Like fuck me, man. I watched like 2 videos. Jesus Christ, like calm down, man. But anyway, I clicked on it, and then before you know it, I was down the old fucking rabbit hole. I was going on video after video after video after video, and I realized like the alpha male the manosphere, like 90% of it is bullshit, right? 90% of it is bullshit. It's like anime is trash. There's like a 10% region where like there's some sweet fucking anime, but most of it is hot garbage, and it's the exact same with like all this shit. And I kept watching a video, like some videos I was watching, like seems like a reasonable advice, and I thought, how did this start? Like I thought maybe there's some videos, you know, just some guys, it's like YouTube after all, giving their own opinions. Maybe they're married, maybe they're in relationships, just giving some honest advice, little tips, you know, about how to be in a relationship. But of course, like anything else, someone somewhere out there saw the old, you know, the stacks, the potential. And not to say this is new, because there's always been con artists, what are they called? Not con artists, players? No, what the fuck? Pickup artists. They've always been pickup artists, but this time it would be in like a, I don't know, a fucking community center or like a basement or something. But now it's on YouTube. You don't have to organize an event, you can just post a video. So now, because of social media, everything feels like it's a 12. Whatever it is, when you go outside of your little niche that you're not experienced, everything is a 12. Politics, left or right, everything seems extreme. Controversy seems extreme. You know, cancel culture seems extreme. Everything just feels like you're in it. So again, like I watched a few videos, clicked on the fucking YouTube homepage, and blam! And now it feels like it's, and I say wrongly, I succumbed. And now it feels like much more prevalent than it actually is. And you watch all these people, and I'm just like, oh, shite. Absolute shite. Like, first off, I'm going to talk about the term alpha male. If you call yourself an alpha male, like if you actually go by like that rhetoric or whatever, you're not an alpha male. You will never be an alpha male. It's not going to happen for you. Sorry, son. It's past you. Because I was watching this like Fresh and Fit podcast, and I didn't watch like obviously like whole podcast, but you know, I watched like 20-minute clips and then like shots and all that kind of stuff. And I will say that occasionally, like anime, there were little pieces, you know, out of all the stuff they're saying, little pieces of wisdom, like wisdom nuggets. But most of the shit they were spouting, I'm just like, man, this is absolute dog shit. How can people be watching this shit? There's no way. I can't believe they're popping off. What the fuck is going on? Because when I look at like the two people I'm watching, right, like the two hosts, I'm like, you're a 6, homie. You're a 6. You know, but now maybe they've got they've worked out a little bit more, dress nicer, you know, nicer clothes, nicer car, got a bit of cash now that, you know, the YouTube money's flowing. So maybe what, they're an 8, 8.5, maybe a 9, depending on how much cash they're actually bringing in. The thing is, I'm like, it's all shite. It's absolute shite. Because I look, all I see when I look at these two guys is, I don't know, man, maybe teenage years, 16, 17, something happened where like they liked a girl for like 2 months or something. They finally built up the courage to ask her out, and she burned his ass bad. He burned him up, you know, like fucking scoot, you know, flamethrower. And he was like, okay, you know, he introverted again, he retreated. And then maybe there was another girl, and she did the same thing, man. She was like, nah, bang, get the fuck out of here, no interest in it. So now, he gets the old paintbrush out. Thank you. And he's gonna paint every woman on earth with the same fucking thing. All women are fucking this, that, piece of shit, you know, blah, 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 shallow crap, bit. Because the thing I noticed when I watch these clips is, the women they have on the pod, and I'm not saying just this podcast, I'm talking about like, you know, the Manosphere podcast space, is that they all get exactly the woman they don't like on the show to ridicule them. And I'm like, I'm not saying the women on these shows are they're fucking dumbasses. I mean, truly they are dumbasses. What I'm saying is, they pick very specific women, you know, like these Instagram models. And I say this like, I can't do bunny ears any harder than I am, because I will literally, I can create a Instagram page, channel, I don't know if fucking tomorrow, take a bunch of pictures of myself and call myself a model. That's it. People are like, oh no, there's no, I'm sorry, but no, I can take a bunch of pictures of myself, put it on Instagram. I am now an Instagram model. You know, kind of, is it the same as like where like actors, like you can't call yourself a professional actor until you get paid? So if you're an Instagram model, you're waiting for like a brand deal from like some sort of moisturizer or something, and then you go, boom, now I'm an Instagram model. Before I was just an influencer. And by the way, can we just agree across the board to ban that shit? The word influencer. Jesus Christ, I hate that word. You ain't influencing anything other than taking your ass cheeks out for a photo. That's it. You ain't influencing shit. Oh god, I hate that word. Anyway, my point is that they bring the exact women they need onto this podcast to reinforce the points. Like, they never go down to like fucking Walmart and talk to a 42-year-old woman, you know, mum of 2. It's like, I don't know, a fucking works at an ad agency or something, and be like, hey, wait, come on this show. Why not? Because 1, you're like, fuck you. 2, because it would completely destroy the point. It would completely destroy the point. You'd be sitting between these like Instagram models and these two bellends, each side going, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? Must like, you know, she understands. She's like, thing is, like men, 90% of women, I assume, are just very nice people, sane people, not consumed with every waking hour of social media and what it means and things and whatever. I'm not saying like some things aren't important, but I'm sure like there's a woman that I could walk and be like, just walk up to her, have a nice conversation, ask her what she likes, what does she do, passionate about, any hobbies, you know, have a laugh. This whole like social media way of doing shit between men and women is fucking destroying it. Like, what's it called? Bumble, and like Tinder, and all this shit. Everything, because again, social media, everything feels like a 12. It feels like it's all around you. It's all around you. You know, like how to communicate with like the opposite sex. What happened to as again? Just you see a nice girl, man, and you're like, fuck, man, you're building up the nerve, and you know you're trying to like build up the nerve, and you're like, fuck, you blew it. You did do it. You see her next week. Like, I'm gonna fucking do it this time, man. I'm telling you. You get maybe 2 beers in you. A friend walks away. She's there alone. Now is the time. Go. You're nervous as fuck. Your fucking heart is in your throat. You're freaking out. But you walk over and you try to be nice and you start off the conversation. And then you realise, like, she's pretty cool. You know, she's just gonna chat shit. You know, like whatever. And you talk about random pish. And doing that instead of just assuming, you know, like no, like people just like a women are getting this bad reputation of, you know, if a man walks up to them and it's not, what's it called, the 666? No, 6 figures, 6 inches and 6 feet. You know, it's like, get away from me. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man. Like all this shit. Anyway, what it says, all this stuff is just, it makes it seem more amplified because, again, money's involved. They're in their best interest to make sure that shit is reinforced. They can't come up. They can never like do a podcast and have 4 women who are married, who have between 1 and 3 kids. You know, have a job outside of OnlyFans and Instagram. And if they have an Instagram, it's pictures of holidays or food or, you know, not their booty, because it would completely blow their brand. They'd be like fucking the dudes who buy into this shit would be like going, hey man, what's going on here? Hey, nah man, what are you up to? I don't trust these chicks. I'm like, fuck off. The problem is, I don't know if I mentioned this. I probably did. No wait, no I didn't. I was watching this video where it was that asshole, was it BMX or something, I don't know, Adam 22, and by the way I think he's with a woman called Lena the Plug. Jesus fucking Christ, man. The Plug? Why don't you just call yourself Lena Sink Drain? Anyway, apparently he started doing porn and he got like fucking the clap in like 2 months. I'm like, of course he did. From professionals. He started doing porn, not just like amateur porn, but like with some of the biggest names in the industry, and they got like herpes within like or whatever in 2 months. I'm like, even the professionals still give you some fucked up shit. Anyway, my point is, he wasn't on the podcast, but this guy Sharp and these women were talking, and she was talking about how somehow basically, I don't know if she broke up with someone or something, and then she was like not wanting a man's opinion, she was looking for a party, and she was like, oh, anyway, I showed up to this party, and it turned out to be a gangbang or something, and I'm like, hold up. TheeOnlyDjinn jumping in here, and I actually managed to find the video that I'm talking about. I didn't think I actually would find it, but just so you know what I'm talking about, here's the video.
This is something I just want, like, I had just gotten over a breakup, so I was looking up like little party events by myself to see what I like without like having a man's opinion about it. So I went to this party that turned out to be a gangbang party, and 50 people later, you know, he was being promiscuous, mischievous. A situation happened, changed my life for the better. Yeah, of course.
I'm asking. I'm sure. Not one of them popped out of 50. I don't care if you're alive. There's many bitches that fuck motherfuckers with no condoms and still alive. And you moisturized your face.
Yeah, with semen. Yeah.
You were fucking disgusting.
Let me process that. You were looking for a party, looking for a good time, and it just happened to be a gangbang. And I'm like, hey, Jimmy, you remember that time like we went out for a couple of beers? Yeah. Remember that time like there was a fucking instantaneous gangbang and it just erupted out of nowhere? Yeah, you do, don't you? What did you do? Oh, you fucking dirty dirt. I just masturbated in the corner, you oh man. Oh, it wasn't as bad though as next week, wasn't it? There was twice as many people there. Oh, I just thought we were going for a couple of beers, but suddenly there was dicks and shit everywhere, man. What the how does it... So a gangbang does not just suddenly appear. Like, maybe it's just the way that she said it, like her phrases, but she made it sound like it just kind of suddenly erupted. Like she was just chilling with like a drink, like, hey girl, what's going on, boom, and then suddenly there was 49 people naked. And they were all fucking, and suddenly she had no obligation but to accept like all the semen. All semen went her way. Fuck me, man. And the point is one, that was bullshit, obviously. Like, she was looking to get railed or get a train on, but also that very woman is the woman that podcast would have on there to prove their point. You know, to be like, see, I told you, man, don't trust these bitches. It's like I said, it's like I don't know, man, not like, you know, like that sense of fanaticism or something, you know, like getting people hyped up to believe in some sort of ideology or something. I don't know, man. I've had a few beers. What do you want from me, man? I was just spouting shit about this Manosphere crap. Like, as I said, last final message before I go off. If you call yourself an alpha male, you'll never be an alpha male. Alright? Still a 6. You dress better, you have more money, you work out. Doesn't matter how many bitches you fuck or how much you degrade them, you get 2 minutes of happiness. And then when she leaves, you'll still have that heart, like, hole you just can't fill because there was that when you were 16 and that girl you actually really liked dissed your ass. You know, doesn't matter if it's 10,000 women, you know, it's never gonna change for me. You're still a 6. Anyway, peace out, thanks for listening.